What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TEW Confrontational. My name is Ty Workentine here with my little brother, Evan Workentine.
What up?
Back at you with episode number 61 of TEW Confrontational. And yeah, a lot happened last week with the NCAA tournament wrapping up on Monday. You had Purdue going up against UConn in the championship game, and yeah, it just wasn't Purdue's night. Zach Edey still had a game. He had 37 and 10, but UConn, yeah, they're the most dominant team out there in the whole
Mhm.
entire tournament, whole entire elite, whole entire NCAA
NC,
basketball. Yeah, so
yeah, I mean, yeah, two Pete. They're going to be going for the third for sure. Yeah, Zach Edey couldn't do it all. I mean, he played well, but like I think me and you talked, they shot two threes. They didn't get their outside game shooting outside at all. They
no,
tried
they
to get
went
it to
one
him.
for seven for
They
three.
shot. I think they no, they shot two threes. I know that.
No, they Purdue went one for seven from 3-pointer.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they shot two, but all right. No matter. I mean, still they shot seven threes. They made one three. Zach Edey still had 37 points. One of his best games. I think it's actually the most points in a championship game. Um, and still couldn't get it done. Is he a senior? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, he's
I
like a
think he is a
6 year
senior.
senior. Yeah,
Oh yeah, shit. He's been there for a while.
he's going to
But
the
yeah,
league next year.
yeah. I like their and I like UConn's head coach. I think he's sticking around. What's his name? Dan.
Dan
Dan
Hurley.
Hurley. He's a baller. Great
Yeah,
coach.
probably
And
one
he
of the
comes from a
best.
long line. Good bloodline of. I mean, his brother was a coach. His dad was a coach at Duke. I think his dad is the one that actually won the two back to back at Duke back in the 80s or 90s, whatever it was. But yeah, good game. Zach Edey balled out, but that Klingman or Klingham, yeah, Klingham was on a roll. I mean, he was playing good defense, lockdown on Edey, for majority of the game, and then on offense he started hitting shots towards the end of the game. But overall, those two teams deserve to be in the championship. A good fought game, and I mean, who knows? I'm guessing we'll see them back again, and probably for a three-peat for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Klingon did get in a little foul trouble early, and so did that Johnson that came off the bench too to kind of help guard Zach Edey. But yeah, they kind of stuck together. That was the main goal, make Zach Edey beat us and
Hmm.
not let anybody else do anything. And yeah, game plan worked, was executed perfectly. And yeah, Dan Hurley, probably one of the best coaches in NCAA history. I mean, going on a great run. He lost three players last up from his last year, so they went back to back. Obviously, three players from that team went to the NBA, and they lost eight out of their top 10 scorers from the Huskies a year ago when they won the championship last year. So they're brand new team and come in and do it
Hmm.
again.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he just a great coach and can win with any team. So yeah, there might be some talk. There's some things going around as far as Calipari going to
Yeah.
Arkansas and stuff
No,
like
he did.
that.
Yeah, he did go to Arkansas. He is their head coach now. He did actually. It's official. He's actually taking, I
Right.
think, $3 million less at Arkansas, and he has one player on the roster as of right now. So he'll be. I'm guessing he'll be doing a lot of recruiting, looking into the portal, trying to get good players to make that team. Because I don't even. Were they even good this past year?
Arkansas.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't bad, but I mean, they're not a powerhouse basketball school by any means.
Yeah,
But I
but
mean,
he's a yeah, he's a great coach, and I mean he's got to do a lot of work in the portal. Obviously recruiting, those seniors from high school, get some talent around, or get some talent on that team, no matter what.
yeah, but Hurley was asked if he was going to be going to Kentucky now that one of the big name schools opened up and everything like that. But
Nah,
he said in the press conference, you're going to have to ask my wife about that one, and stuff like that. So that
he's
was
he's
so
not
yeah,
going
he's
there.
probably staying with UConn for a while. But yeah, a lot of coaches moving jobs. You had the Arkansas coach go to USC, the USC coach go somewhere, and then
Hmm.
obviously Calipari go to Arkansas to replace the Arkansas coach that went to you. Yeah, just a whole bunch of moves and stuff like that. So yeah, college basketball officially wrapped up, and yeah, UConn Huskies the 2024 NCAA champion. So yeah, not the way that I wanted the cookie to crumble. I wanted Purdue to win. Would have made quite a bit of money in my brackets and everything, and stuff like that. But yeah, it wasn't Purdue's year, wasn't Zach Edey's year, and yeah, UConn Husky pull off back to back, so that was pretty awesome to witness and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on, you got another big event here happening this weekend. Got my background as the Magnolia Way there, the Masters down in Augusta National in Georgia. officially teed off today. There's a little bit of weather delay in the morning, so players didn't tee off till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. But hey, we got the Masters teeing off, and you got Bryson DeChambeau in the lead, who shot a incredible 65, 7 under 65 to lead the Masters on the first day. So a lot of good golfers out there, but weather wasn't very um, acclimate, or however you want to put it, wasn't very good
Wasn't
weather
good weather.
for
Yeah, they had.
for
I
the
know
first round.
they had a 2 hour late start. I think they were supposed to start at 7:30 or 8:30 Eastern. They ended up starting at 10:30 Eastern, which is 9:30 our time. So yeah, the weather made them. I mean, delayed 2 hours, and that kind of can fuck with your mental too. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. But obviously, yeah, Scheffler and DeChambeau didn't affect them because they're shooting very well.
Yeah, Scotty Scheffler's been on a roll. He has been, like, the past 16 rounds he's shot under par. He's like
Hmm.
minus 130 something in the past like 16 rounds. So yeah, he's just on an incredible tear. Came up short last weekend at the Houston Open or the Valero Open. I can't remember which one it was, but he lost to Steven Yeager um, in the final round. But yeah, he's off to an incredible start. He's at 6 under, one shot behind Bryson DeChambeau. You have Max Homa creeping up there. He's at -4 through 9. Yeah, you got some other big names in there. You got Cam Davis,
Hmm.
Tyrell Hatton, Corey Connors, who won, Will Zalatoris, who actually,
Zalatoris, he was the
incredible
caddy.
story. Yeah,
He was the
incredible
caddy
story.
from. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, incredible story from Will Zalatoris. Last year, he was gonna be playing in his first ever Masters, and then ruptured his spine or something, and had to have surgery. And then when he was getting back into things, getting through rehab and all that stuff, he had spinal fluid leak in his neck and brain and stuff. So he had to have another surgery. And yeah, he's been on an
Damn.
incredible run, and he's back in there. He's back playing in the Masters, and yeah, what is he shooting? He's shot
2
200
under.
today. So yeah, he's playing well after that incredible story that obstacle that he overcomes. So
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna say that. He was the caddy, I believe, for in Happy Gilmore.
Will Zalatoris, like when he was a kid and
Hmm.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So I
yeah,
mean,
that I
that's
saw
pretty damn
that.
cool. I wasn't gonna say that. I didn't know that he had a ruptured spine or whatever you said.
Yeah, he went in his warm-ups for the Masters last year. He
I think
in
we might have
his
talked about it.
in his warm-ups, he slipped a disc or did something to his disc, so he had to have surgery, and then he had spinal fluid leakage, and yeah, just a crazy story. I saw that this morning. But then yeah, Victor Hovland, Matt Fitzpatrick, Tiger Woods is playing in this. He's 1 under through 9. So
Hmm.
we'll see how he holds up and fares through the weekend with the weather and stuff. But didn't look too bad. It's just windy
Yeah.
today. A little bit of rain this morning, but what didn't affect it too much. I think it's more of the wind that's really affecting these guys here. And it's a tough course. It's hard to shoot -5 on this course to begin with. And
Hmm.
Bryson DeChambeau and Scotty Scheffler go out and shoot -7 and -6 in
Yeah.
these conditions. So it's pretty incredible and pretty remarkable to watch these players golf. So yeah, pretty fun
Yes,
to.
I mean, all it depends now for those two guys that are done now. I believe, yeah, Scheffler and DeChambeau, they're done for the day. It just matters if they can carry it over to the next 3 days. If they can keep that momentum going, because I mean, it's not hard to lose strokes in golf. I mean,
No, yeah, one hole,
you can go from 6 under, you can go from 6 under to even in a few holes. So yeah, I'm
especially
excited to watch. Yeah, go ahead.
especially at Augusta National. Like, this course is one
Hmm.
of the toughest courses out there, and yeah, like, it's you could lose 4 shots in one hole.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, speaking of Scotty Scheffler, he might not even be able to finish this round or this tournament because his wife is pregnant,
Hmm.
due late April. But if they go, yeah, 2 weeks early, you never know. He might have to withdraw from the contest. And he said he would. He said he would. Excuse me. He said he would withdraw from the contest if his wife does go into labor and does
Damn, man.
have a baby.
What if he's winning it though?
Right.
What if it's the last day and it's like right before they're about to start or about to tee off and then he
Dude.
gets that call. He's not. There's no way he leaves. No way. There's no
Yeah.
way. No
Dude,
way.
golf is not as important as.
Yeah, but that money that he wins can make a big impact. I know he's already very wealthy,
Dude,
but
he
it can make it.
wins almost every tournament.
Who
I
cares? I
think
mean,
he's sitting good with money.
that's an extra two and a half, probably 3 million, if not more. The purse is probably what 20 mil.
Purse is 20, but then the winner gets like 5 of it.
Oh shit! I mean, that's 5 mil in 4 days. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Hopefully, whatever her name is, his wife, can hold off for a few days.
Right. So he can finish the tournament and win another Masters. Yeah, that'd be
Hmm.
pretty crazy.
But
But
would that be something that you'd go to? I know I've heard a lot of discussion, like some like things like you can't bring a phone in to the tournament. You can't who was telling the story? I don't know if it was Pat McAfee or something. He was there. No, it was somebody that I was watching, and they said they went up to a guy and he's like, "Hey, do you know what time it is?" And he said at the Masters, time stands still because it's so slow. They don't have their phones. And I was also looking up. What you answer my question first? Would you go to an event like that or go to the Masters?
oh yeah, to see the world's best golfers compete, yeah, that would be fun. I know we went to one here in Sioux Falls when they had that PGA event. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't anything crazy. John Daly was here, and it wasn't anything fun. I mean, there's a
Hmm.
lot of walking for sure, but if you
Yeah.
can go to like one of these golf courses and find a hole, like a famous hole like the 17th at TPC Sawgrass or something like that, Island Green, and just sit
Yeah.
there all day. Yeah, I would definitely, if I just found one hole, like a
Hmm.
cool hole that I wanted to witness, yeah, I would definitely sit there all day and watch all the golfers come through that hole. But I don't think I would follow. That's just a lot of walking.
It is a lot of walking, but I know hole 16 on the waste management
Right,
is not
right.
like the biggest party hole, and they have stands there, so you're sitting. They have like stands around that hole, so you can just
Hmm.
sit. I'd go
Yeah.
to something like that, but I don't know if I'd go to the Masters. I don't know. I don't know. I like watching like golf, but like I don't know enough about the players individually. It'd be cool to see. I saw one guy, he was chipping one on from like 140 and he put it in the hole. That was pretty sweet. That was today too. I'm not sure who that was though.
Yeah, and they had the par three challenge before this, before the Masters, and
Yesterday.
yeah, yesterday, and yeah, there's like six hole in ones, which was pretty cool, and
Hmm.
yeah, kind of a cool stat. Whoever wins the par three contest hasn't won the Masters, so that's pretty cool stat. So,
Yeah.
and Ricky Fowler won the three par contest or par three
Yeah.
contest, and he's +4 or
Yeah.
something like that. So
He's
he's at
plus
the
four.
so yeah, the record kind or the stat kind of holds up for that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was a tough day for the golfers in the afternoon, especially in the morning. It wasn't too bad. The wind wasn't as bad, and the greens were slow and soft just from the little bit of rain that they got earlier. But the afternoon crew really got hit hard with the wind, 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour gusts and stuff. So just
Yeah.
not something fun to play in. But I mean,
Hmm. Yeah. I
can't
mean,
really pick and choose what whether you get.
no,
So
and I'm sure all those guys. I mean, no doubt have played in all different types of weather, like wind, rain, sleet. I'm sure they've all played it, so they know how to hopefully adjust to especially the wind is probably the biggest factor. Um, I was gonna say, looking at that when I was talking to you earlier, the food prices there are pretty cheap. Looks like they have like a breakfast sandwich for $3, blueberry muffin $2. I mean, their beers are $6. Um, what's a classic chicken sandwich? $3 for a classic chicken sandwich. You can't find that anywhere else. You can't even buy a fucking chicken sandwich from uh, whatever place, McDonald's or Dairy Queen or whatever, for that
right.
much, for that price.
I wonder how much a pass is to get into the Masters. You know what I mean? Like to
Probably
get
pretty
in.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
Then they
So
can they can charge that. Yeah.
cut the people some slack on the food, I guess. Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
But
they're there all day, and yeah, like we said, it's a lot of walking if you're following the players. I mean, you're getting a lot of steps in, burn a lot of calories. So
yeah, looking at
definitely
and
need
then
to.
they don't even have any good food. Like their main like lunch, they serve breakfast until 10, which they serve like I said, blueberry muffin, breakfast sandwich. But their like lunches and dinners, egg salad, pimento cheese, pork barbecue, Masters Club. That'd be pretty good. Chicken salad, ham and cheese on rye, classic chicken. That's all they have. That's the only arrangement they have. They don't have any different things to serve for like lunch and dinner.
So just like sandwiches and stuff. I
Pretty
mean,
much. Some cheap.
yeah,
So it probably is pretty like not great quality, but who knows?
yeah. I'm not sure, never been, but yeah, something I'd probably want to have on my bucket list before I die is hit up the Augusta National in Georgia and watch some
Hmm.
of the best golfers golf. So yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Who do you
Um,
have? We're probably obviously this ends on Sunday. So who do you have winning it all? Who do you think?
I like what I saw out of Victor Hovland today, like his iron play, but then yeah, towards the end he wasn't knocking down any putts. Yeah, I like Victor Hovland. John Rahm, he won it last year. He's sitting at +1, so he's not doing too high. Got off to a good start,
Is he
but
plus one or plus two?
I can't think he's +1, but I can look here.
But I
John
know
Rahm
that
+1.
Oh, he's
shot a
+1.
73 today. Yeah. Shot a 73. Wyndham Clark
Yeah.
shot a +1. This is his first ever Masters appearance. So for Wyndham Clark.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's +1, handling the course pretty well. Jason Day +1. Dustin Johnson from Live is +1. Um, yeah. So I mean, yeah, good close field and in the middle there, but then yeah, you have kind of a couple stragglers at the top and bottom of the pack there.
Hmm.
+8 is the worst score and -7 is the best score. So
Yeah, it isn't. Where's Phil? I thought I saw Phil Mickelson in there somewhere. He's at the bottom of the pack too, I think, or maybe just like +2, +3. I know he's somewhere around there. I didn't know he was gonna. That dude's getting old. I mean, obviously pretty older than Tiger.
yeah, Bubba Watson's in there. For just like some of the older guys in there. Um, yeah, I'm looking for
Yeah, I swear I saw
Phil
Phil
Mickelson +1, yeah.
+1. Yeah.
Phil Mickelson +1. Camilo Viagas is +1. He's kind of an older gentleman, but then yeah, you have some amateurs in there too, and stuff like that. So I think you asked me last week. You're like, what is the requirements to get into this tournament? And I think you have to win a major, at least win a major. There's other tournaments like St. Jude that if you win it,
Hmm.
you automatically get a ticket into the Masters. And then
Yeah.
if you win a Masters, like win this tournament,
Uh-huh.
you're in there for the rest of your life. So like
Oh
Tiger,
shit.
he can play this every year if he wants to and doesn't
So
have to
once
golf
you
any other
once you win
tournament.
it, you don't have to have an invite. You're automatically like kind of booked into the Masters no matter what every year.
Correct. Yep.
Nice,
Yep.
nice.
And then to get into the Masters, you have to win a major.
Hmm.
So one
Yeah.
of the four majors. And then I think there's some of the other tournaments in there that qualify you to get into it too. So,
Yeah, but
but
yeah, it should be good. Next 3 days.
yeah, it's
And when
probably
is the cut? Is the cut after tomorrow?
yeah, after
So
Friday.
Saturday, Saturday
Yep. So
morning.
Saturday morning it'll be a new field or yeah, I mean basically not starting over, but yeah, you have a
Trimming the fat, pretty much.
yep, exactly. So yeah, good. I love this weekend. I love golf. I like summertime, just like having golf on every weekend and take the best snaps when golf's on and all that fun stuff. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, 2000, the 88th year of the Masters. So 88th year of the Masters
That's crazy.
is underway. So yeah, we'll figure out who the winner is here come Sunday. But yeah, should be a fun filled weekend of golf. So
Yeah, and
excited
then
for that to go on.
yeah, and that's not even I mean, that's the probably the biggest, been around the longest. But there is UFC 300, which is a huge milestone for Dana White and the UFC. And I can go over that main event or that main card. There's two title fights, um, and so that's going to be Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. That's the main event. And then there's a women's one. It's Zhang Weili versus Yan Shidong, and that's two China females that are fighting for the championship. And then Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway are going to be a banger. And then Charles Oliveira versus Arman. Sure, I don't know how to say his last name. And then Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage. So that's the main event. And even like there's some great fights in
The
the
prelims.
prelims. Like Aljamain Sterling's fighting in the prelims, which is crazy. Holly Holm is fighting in the prelims. She's a dominant force.
Yeah.
And then early prelims, I don't know if I know a ton of them. Bobby Green is fighting. Cody Garbrandt's fighting in the early prelims, so it's gonna be a stacked card. And yeah, I just wanted to call that out. It's a huge milestone. I mean, 300, main events. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Pereira Hill fight's gonna be good. But yeah, I'm excited to see that
That
who
Ga-
did you
that Gaethje fight's gonna be.
yeah,
I
where's Gaethje? Oh,
he's.
he's okay. I scrolled past it. Yeah, that Max
That,
Holloway versus Justin Gaethje fight's gonna be crazy. The
mhm.
Charles Oliveira fight's gonna be good too versus Arman.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
it should be a fun weekend. Are you gonna pay-per-view that?
yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. I mean, hopefully, but you never know. I mean, those things get pricey, and most of the time, I don't even watch anything besides the main card. I don't pay
Right.
attention to like the obviously that's not on, that's on ESPN, but yeah, we'll see. Um, but yeah, and this is the card that Conor McGregor was supposed to be on. Like that was the plan for him all along. After they did the Ultimate Fighter, um,
Yep.
he was supposed to do that. Be on that with what's his name? Uh,
The other
I,
guy for the
yeah, and it's not Gaethje. It's not. What the fuck is his name? No, I'm forgetting it. But anyways, Conor McGregor was supposed to be on that main card
yeah, did you
or
see
the main event for 300.
Did you see that new Roadhouse movie with Jack Gyllenhaal and
Jake
uh,
Gyllenhaal.
Jake
Jake.
Gyllenhaal, some whatever Jake Jackanoff and Conor McGregor? It was pretty
I
good.
know. No, I
It's
haven't
not
seen it.
it's not a good movie. Like if you're like looking at like a storyline and shit, it's not a very good movie, but it's pretty intense when they're fighting.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor dies.
Really? Thanks for the
Yeah.
spoiler, dude. I'm
No,
just
he's
kidding. I don't know if I'll watch it. We'll
there's
see.
not
But
really much of a spoiler in that movie. So like I said, it's not a good movie, but
yeah, and
it's pretty
Bob Menery, he's known for his like R-rated, voiceovers for
voiceovers.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that movie as well. I
Hmm.
think he's in like 6 scenes or whatever. But I was gonna say McGregor was supposed to be on that, maybe the main event of that card for this weekend versus Michael Chandler.
Michael Chandler. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
I don't know why that slipped my mind, but yeah, should be a great card. Um, yeah, that's all I got for UFC. I mean, I think it's a pretty good weekend. I mean, you can pick what you want. I mean, you can watch golf in the day on Saturday, and then obviously at night have some people over and watch the UFC fights. It should be a good weekend. And
Yep.
obviously you got NBA going on right now. Um,
NBA's big.
mhm.
They're just wrapping up the regular season. I think there's only like 3 games left, and then play-in tournament starts on the 16th
Mhm.
of April. So next week, on Thursday or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. On Tuesday, I think is when it starts. I can't remember what's today, the 11th. Yeah, it
Yeah,
starts on Tuesday, the 16th. So
and
um,
that's gonna
the
be
the
probably. Go ahead.
yeah, that's the play-in tournament. So not necessarily it's kind of like the wild card for the playoffs for football. They have to play a couple games before they make it into the actual playoff bracket. But yeah, Lakers are right on the border. Warriors are right on the border. Houston Rockets are fighting for a spot. So I mean, there's still a few playing spots left to be had. But yeah, NBA's wrapping up, getting closer to the playoffs. WNBA draft is tomorrow night, I think, or Monday night, I think. So the
Yeah,
NBA
yeah, I think
draft.
so.
So Caitlin Clark's getting ready for that.
Yep.
Same with Angel Reese and all those ladies that just wrapped up
Hmm.
their NCAA tournament. Iowa fell short to South Carolina. But yeah, Caitlin Clark still had a great game, good run for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and yeah, just fell short to a better South Carolina team.
Yeah, 30. I think they went 37 or 38. No, South Carolina on the season. So
Yeah, I
that's. I
think
mean,
that's 2 seasons in a row where they went undefeated or
uh,
something like some crazy. I think they're like 78-0 or something like that in the past 2 seasons. They're going on an
yeah.
incredible run, and they have that
Hmm.
big lady with the red hair. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's
Yeah.
a force inside. And yeah, it was a fun women's tournament too. That was
Hmm.
exciting, and that thing just keeps growing and growing. That I mean, the viewership for that, I think we mentioned it was like 16.5 million or
Yeah, and then
12 and a
they.
half million or something like that.
Yeah, and I heard again yesterday. I think it was that. I mean, the number just keeps growing. Now it's like total viewership was like 18 million. If somebody just like flip the channel and then somebody was viewing it for a little bit, they included that as well. So it's like 18 million. Um, that's pretty insane.
Yeah,
It's good for
women's college
good for the
basketball.
sport for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's just going to carry on into the WNBA when Caitlin Clark gets there, just with the presence she has, Angel Reese, that rivalry or kind of competitiveness is going to go on for history. And
Hopefully it doesn't end.
yeah,
Hopefully they continue to bring that rivalry with them into the WNBA.
yeah, for sure, that'd be fun to see. And then she's just going up into the big leagues with all those other names like Jessica Plum and all those other huge names that all the records that she's broken. She's going to go
Hmm.
play with them now, so that's pretty fun to see there. And then yeah, then you got more draft news. You got the NFL draft coming up in 3 weeks. Of the April 27th or 25th, I think, is the first day. That Thursday, April 25th.
Yep. So not next week,
So
but the week after. Yeah, 2 weeks. Two
yep.
weeks.
So that's coming up. We're gonna have a few guests on for the draft. Do little draft preview next week, and then yeah, we'll have somebody on for the live draft watch or something like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're excited for NFL. I know there's still some free agents out there,
Yeah.
and then there's still some like trades going on, and stuff like that. What do you got? What do you got news on that?
Yeah. So I know the most recent news: linebacker Josh Allen for the Jacksonville Jaguars got extended, 5 year 150. I think that's only the new big news I've seen, like an extension or trade. But I do have some free agents that are still out there that are pretty damn good. That's something to pick up. Obviously, you have Odell Beckham. You have Ezekiel Elliott, which he played pretty good. He was their lead back in New England last year. Hunter Renfrow, he's a good slot receiver. J.K. Dobbins, obviously coming off an injury, but um, He's still young, and he was a baller while he was playing. Let's see, Michael Thomas, injury
He's
prone,
getting
but
older too. Yeah.
yeah, so is Odell. I know Odell's. I'm guessing where he's going to land is probably Miami. I think he'll end up there on a 1 year contract. But yeah, Michael Thomas, injuries. I mean, he was out what 2 years with a toe injury or turf toe. I don't know, but he's a baller when he's healthy. Um, and then I think the biggest one right now, because a lot of those are older, like I mentioned, Odell Beckham, Ezekiel Elliott, Michael Thomas, but you do have a young one in Tyler Boyd. Him and the Bengals have not had any contract discussions, so I just want to see where he ends up if a team picks him up.
Yeah, same thing on track. T. Higgins too. He got franchise tag and doesn't want to be in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be a possible trade. But I don't know if we mentioned this, but Stephon Diggs
Oh no, we didn't.
to the Houston
I
Texans, because a couple weeks went by, we were just strictly on the
I think
NCAA tournament.
maybe we
But
didn't mention it, but anyways, we can reiterate it. Yeah, it's a huge
yeah,
get for.
Stephon Diggs from the Bills to the Texans, so the Texans just get more stacked. I think we maybe did mention it
We
because
did
they have
talk about it
Nico
'cause
Collins and Tank
Tank
Dell and
Dell.
Joe Mixon and Dalton
Yeah,
Schultz. We might
yeah,
have
we did
talked about
discuss
that,
it.
but yeah, it looks like the Buffalo Bills are just repacking, shipping everybody out and just starting from ground one or ground
Mm-hmm.
zero. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what they do in the draft. They got probably a few picks from that trade and all that stuff.
No,
So
I think we did
yeah,
talk because they got a fifth rounder and a sixth rounder. They didn't get
yeah,
much
true.
for
Yeah, we did talk about that.
but yeah, any other I don't know. I mean, Justin Simmons, safety for the Broncos, that'd be a good get for any team if you're lacking like secondary help.
Could be
Micah
a good
Hyde,
spot for the Vikings. Yeah,
Quandre Diggs. The only quarterback left on here, I believe, is Ryan Tannehill. He's still a free agent.
he'd be a good backup though.
Yeah, I
But
wouldn't.
yeah,
I mean,
I don't think there's going to be any moves until after the draft now.
yeah, because you just want to see what you
Yeah,
can get, who you get.
in the
Yeah.
draft, and then if you're still missing a piece, that's when you hit up free agency. So
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, obviously NBA, the next few podcasts, besides obviously the draft one, we'll be talking a lot of NBA because I mean playoffs after the draft, the playoffs should be heating up pretty good.
yep, exactly. So I'm pumped for all that. I'm pumped for all that. So um, yeah, I don't got anything else. We touched on wrap up of both men's and women's NCAA tournament, a little bit about the NBA, UFC, Masters, NFL. Yeah, just a lot of stuff going on, and we'll try to
hmm
keep up with it all. But yeah, other news, like I guess this is sports related, but not necessarily. But OJ Simpson passed away this morning as well.
Yep.
So like thoughts and prayers go out to his
Yeah.
family.
Do you think
But
he left a note?
I don't know. I doubt it. He passed away from cancer, so I think it was not unexpected, but I didn't. He probably didn't know when he was gonna go, but it sounded
Yeah, but
like it was
he
from.
might have a note that was like hidden.
Yeah, he
I
could
mean,
have, but
if he's gonna see who
I
actually did
see
it.
a
But
see a lot of memes coming out. I saw one today where it said OJ Simpson's last tweet, and it was a screenshot of a fake Twitter post, and it said, "Just so you guys know, I did that shit."
Jesus,
and
man,
yeah, so
Jesus.
there's people coming out with memes and shit, but I mean, it's not a laughing matter. Somebody died, but there's some controversy, probably mixed feelings for a lot of people, whether they're happy or sad or
Yeah.
shit. You never know. I mean, I wasn't really a
There's
part
missed.
of.
I wasn't even. When did
I
that
wasn't,
happen? Do you know the year of that?
yeah,
I don't think I was.
1998 or
Yeah, I wasn't
something like
alive,
that.
so
I
wasn't part of that.
was little, so I don't even know anything about it. But yeah, so there's probably mixed feelings going on about that. But yeah, OJ Simpson passed away
Rest in
this
peace. I
morning. So
mean,
yeah,
besides the fact that maybe he probably was, or I mean, who knows if he was a
I
murderer.
mean, he still served time in jail. I
Yeah,
mean, he
and
got
he was
on the
still
bankrupt on the fraud
he
and
was still
stuff.
a phenomenal running back. Didn't he play for the Browns?
Bills,
Bills. Yeah, he was phenomenal for the
majority for the
Browns.
Bills. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he
uh,
played for the Browns, but
yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's all I got for sports. I mean, I'm looking forward to this weekend. Yeah, UFC 300. Congrats, Dana White. And then yeah, let's see if Scheffler and DeChambeau can carry their good first day into the next few days here.
yeah, 100%. Yep, excited for all that's happening and all that's going on in the sports world. So, so yeah, we'll try to keep up with everything and all that good stuff. Keep you guys updated and posted on what we think is kind of cool and important and stuff in the sports world. So, that's all I got. You have anything else?
Nope.
All
Good.
right. All righty. We'll see you guys next week on the pod. Thanks for tuning in to episode 61. See you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.